Hey, it's Lou Bortone, and as you probably know, I have been immersed in the AI world, specifically when it comes to AI tools and resources for video. I want to share something with you that I presented recently. It's pretty brief, but it shows you some really cool tools that you can use to integrate into your daily workflow to make you more creative and more productive. Let's take a look at some of these cool AI tools for creating cutting edge content.
Today, we're going to hear from Lou Bortone, the godfather of video.
That was created in just a couple seconds with one prompt in Hedra. And here's another one that I created in Hedra.com.
Hey, it's Bobblehead Lou here to give you the heads up that I'm doing a brand new 5-day video AI bootcamp in November. If you'd like details, just reply below with the word AI.
So these tools that I'm going to show you present some pretty cool opportunities in terms of how you present or how you get your message out there. Maybe you don't want to be on camera. Maybe you want to do something that's a little bit more fun and creative that will stand out. So I think things like the bobblehead that you can create on Hedra.com fall into that category. This bobblehead and some other things were created with Hedra.com. You can start with the free version. You can actually do 5 videos a day with just the free version. And Hedra allows you to create videos from a single prompt. They have a create function and a stylize function. And the dashboard looks like this. You can import audio, you can upload content, you can write right into it. So basically you can type what you want your character to say, design what you want your character to look like, and then generate the video. And they have all kinds of cool voices in here if you want different accents. You can upload your own voice, obviously. You can upload your own image or another image, and then you can stylize that image, which I'll show you in the next slide. So it's a pretty simple dashboard. You can go in and play with it for free at hedra.com. I did one of my colleague, Andy Lyons. I just uploaded her photo and then created a 3D animation. And by default, I mean, you can put your own audio in here, but by default, I had it create a funny little Disney-esque song. So let's see how that looks.
Which lost gone, neon dreams, we check the night. Running through the night, chasing shadows with the light.
You can see it's not perfect, but again, you can create all kinds of characters in Hedra. You can see my bobblehead Lou here. There's a statue, there's a Renaissance painting, there's a mad scientist. I asked it to turn me into a South Park character, and it knew to make my head big and round and to put it in Colorado where that cartoon takes place. Some Grinch characters, all kinds of crazy stuff. So you can go wild with this. I did all of this with the free version. And so you can experiment with it and try different voices and different looks and different styles.
Because it needed a little scratch tour. Can you help it find a perfect spot to chisel away that edge?
Now I can go in and customize that audio, but right out of the box, it gave me a speaking Lou statue. Kind of crazy, but again, just some of the cool stuff you can do with Hedra.com.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Waking up in the middle of the night with panic attacks? Do you break into a cold sweat when you watch CNN? If so, you could be suffering from ED. No, not the guy's type of BD. I'm talking about political ED. Distraction.
This is the most attractive audience I have ever seen.
All of these characters were created with one prompt from Hedra.com. So take a look at it, check it out. Like I said, you can use the free version and just play around with it and see if you can come up with different characters or different styles to do videos straight out of the box. So even with the free version of Hedra.com, you can do 5 videos a day, which is pretty cool. And you can have videos of up to 30 seconds. I am actually doing the $10 a month plan. So that gives me 20 minutes of video a month, and I can record videos of up to 1 minute, and you can use premium voices and things like that. So this is definitely worth a look. For $10 a month, you can be a creative powerhouse with Hedra.com. Another tool that I use almost every day is called Oasis at theoasis.com. And the great thing about Oasis is you can speak or type your content into Oasis on your desktop or your mobile device. Oasis will recreate and repurpose that into a number of different categories and styles, like a New York Times style article, a TED Talk, song lyrics, elevator pitch, LinkedIn post. So I use Oasis. Again, it is an app for the iPhone or the iPad. And the thing I love about it is if I'm driving, I can just speak into my iPhone, and Oasis will rewrite everything with AI and give you all kinds of cool outputs, like, again, summaries, college essay, professional email. So I do a lot of my dictating into Oasis AI, and then I get all kinds of cool stuff back. You can check this out for free at theoasis.com. I'm on a plan that's just $4 a month. And again, I can write or dictate into Oasis. I usually just speak into it, and then it gives me back elevator pitch, pitch deck, investment memo, emails, all kinds of different outputs that you can then use in your marketing or your content creation. Another really fun app that I discovered recently is called Suno.com, and you can use it to create custom songs with simple prompts. You can basically put in one prompt, do a rap song about such and such. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples that I did. I was fooling around with it and making songs for Rocco the Pug and for Regina the Pug. Again, you can start for free and create all kinds of fun songs in different styles. You just put in the prompt and Suno.com does the rest. So you can see here, just using the free version, I created all kinds of cool songs. This is the dashboard here. You can enter your own lyrics or describe a song and then just click write about this song. You can put your style of music here, rock, country, pop, whatever you may want. You can also add a title, and I'll show you a couple of examples of what I created with Suno.com. I think the first one is about my pug.
So perfect, safe, and sensitive. Little friend who is all so pure. From the midst and there's no cure. He does her bum dance, it's world. It looks like a wee child.
So as you can see, I just put into a pop fun song about Regina the Pug, and it created that. I also did a quick little rap song for the New England Podcasters group because I was presenting to them last week, and I'll show you what that sounds like.
We thought we started in the Boston place. Where's the place that yeah, way stream faster than these? On the cloud, up the shop, brainstorm and clients. Some episodes that can then be done.
Pretty fun, right? So you can see it even gives you the lyrics and a little video. If you output the video, you can output it MP3. So you can create entire songs from scratch on any topic you want with Suno.com. All right. Now, finally, I want to talk a little bit about Notebook LM. Google's Notebook LM has been getting a lot of attention and buzz lately for good reason. You can find this at notebooklm.google. At the moment, it is free. They call it a AI research assistant, but it actually does much more than that. You can do brainstorming and ideation and content curation. So basically, you upload information into Notebook LM, and Notebook LM curates that, summarizes it, spins it, all kinds of cool stuff. And Tiago Forte, author of Building a Second Brain, calls it the best software ever created for leveraging AI in your creative work. So let's take a look at what it can do. With Notebook LM, you can input Google Docs, Google Slides, you can input a website URL, a YouTube video URL, you can copy and paste text, you can use PDFs or audios. So you've got all kinds of options for what you are feeding into Notebook LM. You can do up to 50 sources at once. And what it gives you is a summary of frequently asked questions, table of contents, briefing doc, timeline, additional prompts, and the coolest thing of all, what they call an audio overview, which is essentially an AI podcast generated from whatever content you put in there. You can just put in your prompt or your URL, or you can copy and paste text or a PDF, and it will help you create table of contents, study guide, briefing doc, frequently asked questions, etc. It gives you a quick summary, and then you can also go further with additional prompts that they give you. Now, if you go to the lower right here and click Notebook Guide, that's where you see all your notes. So here I've got various notes that I've created or various notebooks. These are all like projects or buckets. So if you want to do a new project, you go to New Notebook, and you can see you can upload your sources here. When you hit New Notebook, it will ask you if you want to upload a Google Doc or Google Slides, or maybe you want to put in a website link or URL or a YouTube URL, or you can just copy and paste text. For this example, I took a Medium article that I had done about Mario Puzo, and I took the URL from that Medium article and I brought it into Notebook LM. Notebook LM gave me a summary of the Medium article. I can also ask it to give me a frequently asked questions, study guide, etc. It gives me other suggested questions. What were the major influences on Mario Puzo's writing of The Godfather? So I can keep going with these prompts or these questions, or I can go up here to the upper right for an audio interview. And in my opinion, this is the coolest part about Notebook LM because it will create a two-person realistic podcast, basically a conversation or what they call a deep dive on the content that you put in here. So I had put in the stuff from my Medium article, and then I went to create the audio overview, and it created a 6-minute audio overview, which is essentially an AI voiced interview. Now, I took this one step further and I took the audio interview. You can download the MP3 right off the bat and use it there. But I took it a step further and I downloaded the audio interview. This is a different one. This one was 10 minutes. And once I downloaded that MP3 file, I brought it into descript.com as an audio. I added a visual, which was just a thumbnail. So I imported the audio file into Descript. And I also added a graphic or a thumbnail, which I created in canva.com. So I took this thumbnail and brought that into Descript. So now I've got the audio here and the visual. I added a waveform just to give it a little bit more interest and movement. So I turned that audio article from Notebook LM into a video into Script, and I'll show you what the result was.
Okay, so have you ever noticed how sometimes you're just glued to a show and bam, out of nowhere it hits you? There's some seriously insightful stuff hiding beneath the surface.
Like what?
Who would thought we'd be taking business advice from a mob boss and a media tycoon? Exactly. That's why we totally pumped this deep dive. We're diving into The Godfather and Succession to uncover some really timeless business wisdom. And our guide for this is Lou Bortone.
So that's just a segment of that, what Notebook LM gave me. The audio is from Notebook LM. You can hear that the voices are quite realistic. There's a male and a female voice. Added the video element by putting in the thumbnail into Descript. Now, again, you can go even further than that in Descript and create an audiogram if you want something that's a little less static. Again, I've got my source here that I took from Notebook LM. I brought that into Descript. I added an audiogram template so that it will give you the words. So inside of Descript, you can see that there are all kinds of templates for audiograms. So I just picked one where there were words and a waveform. I added my logo to customize it a bit, and I turned that audio into a video with the audiogram template, and it turned out like this.
Ever feel like your marketing is just out there in the ether?
Totally, like shouting into a voice.
Exactly. But today we're diving into how to ditch that salesy vibe and actually build real connections with your audience. And the secret sauce.
It's video, but not just any video.
We're going deep with the video godfather himself, Lou Bortone.
Oh, I like him. He's got such a knack for making the tech side of video approachable.
He really does. And his insights are crazy relevant right now because he's noticed this big shift in how we're all consuming content these days.
Yeah, it's all about screens now, right?
So that's a cool little audiogram, really easy to create. The audio is from Notebook LM, the video is from Descript, and I've got basically a whole new podcast with those two AI voices. Now, at the moment, Notebook LM only has those voices, but I hear that they're going to be adding more. So there's no limit to what you can do with that Notebook LM. By the way, if you are seeing this before Monday, November 18th, you still have time to jump into my 5-day AI Bootcamp, where I talk about all this stuff and we go much deeper each day for 5 days, the week of November 18th. We're going to be looking at all kinds of cool ways to use AI in your business to make you more creative and more productive. I hope you'll join us. You can get details at loubortone.com/AI camp. All of the sessions that we'll do will be recorded and available anytime, so you don't necessarily have to attend live. But we are going to be live on Monday, November 18th. Hope to see you there at loubortone.com/AI camp. Thanks so much for joining us for this quick demo of the cool things you can do with Hedra.com and Suno.com and Notebook LM. I hope you'll try them out. Again, you can use all of them for free initially. Notebook LM is free from Google. So check it out and let me know what you come up with. Thanks. Bye for now.